Today, we're going to investigate and analyze subjects using the Kineviz GraphXR data analysis platform. In our scenario, information relating to money laundering and terrorist financing within casinos and betting companies is siloed across 6 different live and historical data streams. These include suspicious activity reports, currency transaction reports, credit reports, criminal records, and marriage records. An example of one data stream is shown here. When their employees encounter indicators of financial crimes, casinos are required to file suspicious activity reports, or SARs, to a regulating agency. SARs include the name of the transacting party, their address, telephone number, and a written narrative describing the suspicious activity witnessed. Key intelligence and evidence is often buried in the narrative. One red flag would be an individual making multiple chip changes just below $10,000. In our example, Jane Smith, a suspected money launderer, is included on an internal watch list. When a new record arrives for Jane Smith, GraphXR generates an alert. Clicking on the new SAR node displays all the information contained within the record. Here, we can read the narrative describing the suspicious activity in question. In this case, she's made multiple exchanges on one day for just under $10,000. How does this relate to what we already know about her? By using the search function, we can quickly look for hits against her name in all our data streams. We have hits on credit reports, criminal records, marriage licenses, as well as historic CTRs and SARs. Let's pull her previous SARs onto the canvas. To understand their relevance, we could read each narrative one by one, but it's more efficient to use our AI. By selecting all the SARs we are interested in and generating an AI summary, we can quickly see that her latest activity is consistent with a pattern, making multiple exchanges for chips at just below the $10,000 CTR reporting threshold, a technique money launderers use to layer illicit funds. So let's carry out a more detailed analysis to look for connections and leads within our data. To do this, all we have to do is highlight the relevant nodes and expand. In doing so, we can see that Jane goes to the same casino, always provides the same address, and on the last 4 occasions, the same telephone number. However, on the most recent occasion, she provided a different telephone number. This is a lead that might have taken hours to uncover, trawling through historic records. Instead, all we have to do is highlight the node and expand. It appears that this new telephone number has previously been used by a John Doe. Just like Jane Smith, John Doe is suspected of money laundering, and by generating an AI summary of all his SARs, we can see it is the same MO as Jane Smith, multiple exchanges of chips under 10,000. We can also see a related marriage record. John Doe and James Smith are married. But there is more we can learn here. The address on the marriage certificate is not the address Jane provides when she gambles. Expanding the address node, we find 2 linked social security numbers. Expand again, and we see 3 connected credit report records from our credit report data stream. This confirms our subjects are living together, but there is also another individual listed, a Doug Norman. And when we expand Doug's node, we hit the jackpot. He is the subject of multiple SARs and CTRs, indicated by dollar nodes, all of which we have found without even having to type his name in a search box. So, within 2 minutes of receiving a new SAR, we have uncovered a potential network of money launderers. But eventually, we will need to step outside our own data to learn more about our subjects. Open source research is made easy through GraphXR. GraphXR enables searches against an exhaustive list of open source websites and databases, including more than 71 social media platforms, corporate record providers such as Dun & Bradstreet, Sayari and Open Corporates, compliance lists, data breaches, news media, the dark web, crypto data providers and aggregators of personal data. Here we are going to search for Doug Norman in one of these aggregators, Pipple. We now have more telephone numbers and addresses which can be easily compared with our own data. We even have a photograph. So here we've received an alert, analysed the new data, investigated the leads and identified a network of money launderers, all in a single window and less than 5 minutes. Data analysis made simple by Kineviz GraphXR